Hello guys, TheOnlyMentor here. So let me tell you something about me. I love people and I love people that I know have beautiful hearts. And I love people who come into circle of my life. And I always want to entertain them. So hospitality is a big thing in my house. I take it to my heart. I do invite a lot of people, but there's some special people for whom I will go out of the way, do special things like tonight. And there's some extremely important people for whom I'm actually gonna cook. So I rarely cook, but I cook really good. But I only do it for the extremely special people because that's how I share my heart. So please remember that you need to be hospitable, you need to go out and meet people, you need to be nice, because if you just feel that all that is spending money, I'm telling you, you're spending money on your heart and it will come back to you. Guys, let me tell you, there's no life without a wife. That was one of my very first quotes, and it is very true. And why is that? Because you need to have a spouse that understands you, because it is so important for you to have a spouse that understands you. I do so many things in my life, and I can tell you my wife could have kept me hostage and could not have let me do anything, and I would have been just housebound, husband who goes to work and just comes home. But I do so much in my life because I believe in my heart, I believe in heart living, and I believe in extending my heart to people. But it wouldn't have been possible if my wife didn't let me get out of the house to meet people, to mentor you guys, to come close to you guys, and to have a bigger circle of life, a bigger circle of heart, and a bigger circle of living. Stay tuned for more. So, Sister Fariba, what do you think so far of what's going on here?
I love everything that's going on.
Oh, you love everything that's going on, okay.
I love entertaining.
Yes, let me tell you about Sister Fariba. So she is an extremely talented chef. You know, I'm a very particular cook because I know how to cook and I enjoy it, but she beats me on every aspect. So she not just believes in cooking great food, she believes in making a display which is very presentable. So it's kind of a design concept in catering of food. So we love her. She's gonna cook some special food tonight that you're gonna see. We're gonna have Moroccan and Turkish theme. So it's gonna be amazing, and I just cannot wait. And some Persian, she said. So you'll see it soon. Stay tuned for more. Hello guys, so this is a very special part of the house because this is a very precious place, and this is the place for my parents that I built. So a few years ago I built this whole addition for my parents so they can live in comfort and they can enjoy the life. And it is very important for us to never forget our parents, because first and foremost, God, after them your parents, because they are the one who have raised you, mentored you. You know, when you were a baby and you couldn't do anything, they're the one who took care of you. So you can never forget what they have done for you. So at the time when they need you, you should always be there for them, because that is the reward that will connect you to the nature, and nature is going to reward you. So if you want to learn heart living just is not a statement. It's a deep concept of how you change your existence to value people who have brought you to where you are, and then the nature rewards you. So never forget them. So this painting is very special because this is my ancestors. These are the people who I have known in my life, who are the generation before me. My dad, my maternal grandfather, and my paternal grandfather. You can never forget the people who have brought you. I believe so strongly that who I am today is based totally on the prayers of my parents and my grandparents. They have done a lot for us. Every generation needs to go to the upper level. So you cannot forget the people who started from villages, farming, sending someone to get education, and from there you get the next generation gets above. So there's always a platform of growth, and this is why you need to be thankful. And I'm so forever thankful for these people, because I know a lot of what I have and I share with all of you comes from them. I never got to spend a lot of time with two of them, but I can tell you they were very special human beings, and I learned a lot from what I've heard about them. So we added this whole thing. These decks weren't there before. This whole side is new.
Yeah.
We added all that stuff, and
So your yard is up to...
my yard is all the way up, and actually the
Wow.
most beautiful part of the house is actually at the tip. I took Alan a while ago. There's the peninsula that goes down. We have stepping stones, and then we have a fire pit with the boulders on the water.
Oh, very cool.
All the way at the back there, yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're snapping turtles.
But there's well, I don't jump into the lake, but outside of the lake is beautiful. Yes. And I have a hot tub there. I love that space. That's my hot tub, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. It just all kind of went in.
I feel like I'm up north.
Yeah, like you were saying, it has a cabin.
My house is so cabin-like. It's almost very cabin-like. Yeah.
That's a dream, really.
The people who we bought the house from, they had 6 kids. So when they designed the house, they designed it with the kids in mind and the rooms in mind. And then when we moved in, we absolutely loved it because it was just so homey. So whenever we go to any cabin, it just feels good. But sometimes we just say we could just stay at our house, do something else, because it's just like you get a lot of that flavor.
Yeah.
And then when we built this part of the house, the key was to match the old house with this, because a lot of times when you do additions, they don't turn out same.
Yeah.
So the time it took to actually do all this was mostly because you had to match the wood, you have to match the design, you had to match the colors, and it took a lot to do all that stuff. But eventually it did turn out,
Yeah. I would.
Moroccan chicken tagine with potatoes and zucchini.
I love this.
And then Turkish Adana kebabs, but a little bit less spicy. And then over there we have a garlic yogurt dip.
Thank you very much, Fariba. You're the best. Thank you very much. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Enjoy, everyone.
Thank you.